Hi Flosstube, it's Janet with Janet Jabber. I'm coming at you with episode 267. If you're new to my channel, this is a channel about cross stitch, so I hope you like what you see. Please subscribe and stick around. If you're a returning friend, thank you so much for coming back to see what's going on this week. I have quite a bit to share, and I'm kind of sounding a little rough. It was a rough weekend for me. It was a great weekend for a stitching thing that I did, but it was in the end, it's kind of been a rough weekend. So we're just going to dive in, but I just wanted to acknowledge that I know I sound kind of rough. But yeah, so I didn't want you to worry. But I also want to acknowledge the fact that I'm behind in comments again. I promise you I'm going to try to get those caught up here really quickly. I do read them as they come through, but I don't take the time to respond or even just heart to acknowledge them. And I personally like to acknowledge them, even if it's by just the hearts or the thumbs up, whichever one it is right now. But so please keep the comments coming. I do love hearing from you guys, and I do see them. All right, other business things on this channel. In the description box below, you will find a Happy Mail form. I use that Happy Mail to send out Happy Mail once a month. You only need to fill it out once, and I just randomly pull from it. And that being said, Christmas, of course, is right around the corner, so I love sending out extra cards at that time of the year. So get your name on the list if you haven't and you're interested in receiving Happy Mail. With that, I'm going to move into something that is so adored on this channel, and it is my featured friend. So my featured friend for this week is Betty. Betty has a perfect piece to share with us because the colors are absolutely beautiful, and it's reminding us to go vote. That's how I saw it when I saw it. She said she did this American sampler. She did it on an 18 count beige Aida. She did the called for gassed and 2 DMCs. It calls for 2 gassed and 2 DMCs, but she used all DMC and she changed the colors up a bit. This picture is absolutely beautiful. And again, like I said, at a perfect time for us, if you're viewing this from here in America, to remind you to go vote. If you're seeing this early enough, go vote. With that, I'm going to jump into what I got going on. No, wait. Pause. If you want to have your picture or piece shared on this, please just send me an email at janetjabber@gmail.com, and that's how you get entered into the queue for that. And I just pile them up, and I think I'm down to a couple more, and then it'll start all over again. So as I get more people sending them in. So share. I love it. All right. Now, what I have stitched this week, I have 2 finishes for you. I have a new star, a new section of a sal, and what I did for stitching with the stars. First of all, we're going to start with what did I have a finish on. I was kind of motivated because it was like the last week of October and I didn't have any like required things necessarily to get done. So I busted out Pumpkin Pot by Hobby House Press. I picked this up when I went to Hobby House in September. I used the called for colorings. This is milk chocolate, I think was the name of it. If you want to know, I can let you know. But super happy with how that turned out, and what a great way to finish off the month of October. So love that. The next piece that I have a finish of is the Rolodex Morning Sampler by Bendy Stitchy. And I had it down to the point where I was just changing the words, and I charted that in and changed it. Somebody asked me on here how I make those charting changes. I just have graph paper and I go in and then I just color it. And then I actually taped it to the chart to see if it would fit where it was going to go. There's better ways. I'm trying to learn to use PC. Nope, don't remember the name of it. My friend Melina from Count Twice Stitch Once is the one that shared with me, but I can't think of the name of it right now. But this is what I got for you. All right, so this has a lot of meaning for me, and I'm just going to read what it says. This is song lyrics from an Ed Sheeran song, and it's Morning. I don't remember what the name of the song is right now. It has been a weekend. So, life with love is a life that's been lived, and it says love, Mom. And this means so much to me. This last weekend was the 7th anniversary of my mom passing, and it was extremely rough on me. So for this to be a finish right now and me to be able to get this up is very important for me. Yeah, so I hope you like that, the sayings of making it personal, and that's just to remind you, make them personal and change the words. It's your stuff, it hangs in your house, and yeah. All right, so what else I stitched on this week is my colors of the seasons. This one you will see finished in November for sure. I'm just plugging away. This is something I stitch on every single day during the season. It's a seasonal stitch. I shouldn't say every day. Monday through Friday, it's a seasonal stitch. The next one released on Friday, and it is a stitch along from H.C. Anderson's Fairy Tales, and I have enjoyed this so much. Yeah, and the one that released this time was Goldilocks and the Bears. And so real quick, out here full. This is the Fibrelicious color, something Singing in the Rain, I believe is what it's called. And down here is the section that I'm stitching on. I almost have, like, I have some fluff down here and some, there's still more to do. I think I have like 400 or 500 more stitches to do, but I definitely put the love in on this weekend. So that's where that is at. And then we started a new month. So if you've been around here for a while, you know that I do a stocking every month and a bear every month. I believe 2024 is going to wrap that up for now, but it definitely will for the stockings. So I started my last stocking in this book, and it is the Bless the Harvest. And I did get a good chunk of it done, but not done yet. So the berries need filled in. There's stuff up here, and then it still needs to come off to look like a stocking. Super happy with how that's coming along. Like, I'm matchy-matchy. I am definitely in the fall feels, aren't I? All right, my next few things are for my hashtag Stitching with the Stars. Kelly, Don't Want My Scissors is the one that came up with these ideas, and I am just jumping with them. So these, in no particular order, are who were eliminated and who were, who was eliminated and who, how did that go? Who was eliminated and there was like a double tie. But then I feel like I have one extra. So I don't know. This may not have been for Dancing with the Stars because I feel like that was last week, but it was. So I just did, yeah, this is not Dancing with the Stars. Whatever. It doesn't matter. I worked on this piece and I worked on it a little more. Basically filling in there. So plugging along at that. I was doing that for Mini Monday. It was one of the Dancing with the Stars. That's what I got myself confused with, but it's also my Mini Monday, but I'm kind of like falling off the bandwagon for that right now. So this was attached to one of the stars that was eliminated. And basically I just got another row of the flag done. So when it's eliminated, it's like 100 stitches. And when they are the board leaders for the week, it is 250 is what I've chosen. So this right here was one of the board leaders, Sampler Hill. This is my Daleen, Stitch for Daleen piece. Not much to show on this because like it'll get to the fun stuff eventually, I promise. But basically to get my goal, I needed to like finish off a row and do another one. So that was it. This is so dainty and so beautiful and I love it. So I look forward to continuing on that one. And last but not least was another top leaderboard, and this is Sunny Sunflower. And this is where I got on it. This is where the whole thing is. And to do the stitches for the challenge, it was here. So this will be finished, hopefully, into a drum when it's done. That's my stitching for this week. That's it. I don't have any haul. I don't have any purchasing, nothing from the mail. That's haul. I have nothing purchased, nothing in the mail, stuff like that. So let's just talk about what else I got going on. Looks like this one's going to be a super short video for you this week. But for November, I am definitely participating in Nora November. So I have picked 4 of my Noras and I'm going to do every single week in the month of November. I'm going to give some love to it. I will have a new start. So you'll come back next week to see what's going on. But I will definitely have some progress to share with you for a Nora next week. And this coming weekend, I have my Stitching with the girls at my LynnX. So that's at Stitch and Frame in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We meet on the second Saturday of every month. There can be anywhere from like 4 of us to 10 of us. It doesn't matter. If you're in this general area, pop in, say hi, and hang out with us. I always have extra chairs in my car just in case we run out of chairs too. We start usually about 9:30 or 10 and we stay for a couple of hours, just so you know. Other than that, I have 2 pictures to show you. I put this picture out to my friends because I needed accountability. So this first picture is DMCs that needed to be put away. And I reported back and it is cleared off and they were put away. Sometimes that can be the biggest challenge in the cross stitching, is like putting the stuff away. So I have a little container, and when it gets to the point, I'm like, time to do it. So I separated out. That was separated by numbers, and then I just grabbed them and put them away. My storage system is basically square snack bags that I have a floss. I have a DMC. I have a cardstock in with the number on it, and then it's like a file system. So that's what I have for my DMCs. So that got put away. I actually had, prior to that accountability picture, put my specialty flosses. They hang on big rings, alphabetical ordered by designers. So there's that. I got that done. And other than that, that's cross stitching related. What I got going on this week, we're going to just see as I get into it. So I'll be sure, like, for whatever reason, my brain is not processing of like what I want to do this week. And I'm going to just embrace that. So moving into personal life, part of my offness this week was, I mentioned it in the very beginning of the video, but like in reality, October the 29th through November the 3rd, in my brain, every single year are my week of hell. That encompasses both the time frame, not in the same year, but the time frame for my parents. The 28th, the 29th is the day that I had to call the ambulance for my father, and he never spoke again. After that, they were hospitalized and was in the hospital for 2 days until he passed on Halloween. And then on Halloween, 3 years prior to that, is when my mother went in for her surgery, and she never spoke again after her surgery. She came out of surgery just fine, but she was not able to recover from the trauma of the things that she went through for the surgery. She just couldn't come back from the struggle. So we lost her a few days after that, and that was November 3rd. So it can be just rough. I reached out to my friends. Some of my friends pointed out to me, like, usually I'm very distracted this time of the year, and for whatever, because I'm not as much this year. Maybe that is why it hit harder. I don't know, but it definitely did, to the point to where a counseling appointment was needed, is needed to help me like talk some stuff out. So again, you hear me in May, mental health is very important, and do not hesitate to reach out for that help when you need it. Along those lines though, one of the things that are so good for my soul are my grandbabies. So, and they just know. So Sunday after church, the kids stopped over, and Ozzy just comes running up to Nana to give her a great big old hug. And it was definitely healing that my heart needed. And out of the mouths of babes, people, out of the mouths of babes. But I do want to share a couple of really cute things. This week I went over, of course I see my grandbaby all the time, went over and did a walk and did a little bit of park time. So I probably have some cute little pictures here to share. And then beyond that, on Friday, Ozzy, there had been like sickness in their house, and Ozzy was on the cusp, but my daughter needed some rest. So I took Ozzy for the day on Friday, and we did shoppings and we did errands, and she just hung out with Nana, and we just had goodness of like reading books and having lunch and all the things. So definitely the grand was able to help heal the soul. But I still have stuff to take care of. Henry is right along there too. He was sick also. It's just easier it was easier for me to take Ozzy because she's much more active, and to leave Henry with Lizzie to take care of. He is definitely standing up and pushing things around. He's so close to being able to walk. It is just coming. So these little kids are just full of energy. Almost. So what do we got? I'm in my head. A 22-month-old and a 10-month-old. And if I'm off by a couple of days or something, my daughter will correct me, but that's basically what we got going on. So with that, that's all the personal stuff I got for right now. Take care of yourselves. In this season of November, which is, I do try to embrace the gratefulness. So I am grateful for you. I'm grateful for the time you choose to spend with me. And I'm grateful that I can just be part of this community. So I am going to move on and let you get on to your next floss tuber. So please keep stitching, enjoy life, and I'm sending you so much love. Bye.